What is up, everyone? This will be my Viego jungle, and I'm gonna just teach you everything you need to know on how to play Viego jungle and pick him up. So for starters, Viego jungle very broken right now. There's a few pages you can use. This game, I'm gonna be doing press the attack with Jack of Trades and free boots. You can also have Conqueror as well. The reason why I have press the attack is actually because I'm against a very squishy comp. Lilia, their entire comp is very squishy, so this is why we go press the attack. If the jungle matchup is like a burst matchup where you're against like a Kindred, Lilia, Brand, whatever, press the attack is better than Conquer. So Viego jungle, build-wise, I really like Kraken Slayer into Blade or Sunder Sky. That's the core items. Those are your core builds. For clears, you can either solo blue or red. You're generally playing for a full clear on your first timer. You can do something like aggressive level 3, but in my opinion, especially if you're playing Viego, just practice the full clear, right? Like if you're in this meta, full clearing is very powerful. And his initial full clear is not that bad with 2 points into Q. And for mechanics, there's just some important things with his passes. So every time you hit something with a spell, you get this double strike, as you can see. So this is really important because it helps you a lot with your damage. So example, hitting the W, I would hit auto attack, and then I would cast Q and then get the double strike, right? They don't stack, so you always want to kind of like wait a second before you use your W. Like here, I would just hit with Q, auto attack, and then W and auto attack. Very simple. Those are the mechanics. W is an attack reset. So as I'm clearing, you're going to notice me use my W as an attack reset, or use it to kind of pull the next camp when it's, I'm walking towards it. There, I want to just focus the big one. You don't really have to waste time hitting the small ones. Your AoE pretty much deals with them. So here, that's the auto attack reset you just saw right there. Just practice that while you're jungling, and that's like the basic mechanics you need to focus on. I'll be playing Emerald, so I'm going to show you guys how you generally are going to be playing in this game. So here I'm going to go W level next. I'm going to auto attack, Q, and just kind of continuously kite backwards. Here we do 2 points into Q because it's just much faster for clear. W, auto attack reset, and just keep kiting. This game, the enemy team is very squishy, so I just want to really be sure that I know how to kind of... The person has flash or not. If I use my flash W, that's a very, important mechanic that I want to practice. Balling looks very killable, so I might just full clear or not full clear and then gank them right now. So because they're playing really far back and my lane doesn't actually have CC, we're just going to be really greedy and go for the full clear. Because once I get the full clear, even if this play doesn't work out, it's going to be really good for us. So that's kind of like what we're playing for. Here I'm going to get the flash, press the attack, take over the Lux, and here with the Lux I want to just make sure I hit her spells, and hitting that is pretty much good enough. And we're good to go. Early takeovers, you can't break out of it, so they're really random. Like, it's very RNG if you get a good one early game. But here, like you see, you can't actually do anything. You can't get out of a possession. You have to be sure it's worth it to possess someone who can help you. Early ganks, though, you always want to possess because you're just going to get free damage like that. So here I get a good double kill. I get the crab and I base, right? There, I could have maybe ganked earlier too, but if you don't need to gank earlier and you can get away without ganking early, it's just better, right? Here I just want to base because I have so much money. And when you're going Kraken, there's a few ways to itemize. I personally just like itemizing like this. I think whatever this component's called, the axe is kind of garbage. I don't really buy it. I just spend my money otherwise. So this guy's running up this way, so I'm going to try to cut him off here. Should walk right into me. I don't really want to possess him like we talked about. Unless you're 6, possessing people doesn't actually help that much. Their spells are pretty weak early game, right? So you're possessing someone who's actually very weak too. So you just have to think about when you want to do it. It does heal you and it could make you untargetable. So if you're dying, yeah, possessing is better. When you're full health, sometimes staying as like just Viego is better because my cooldowns come up pretty fast. And really, this champion is not that hard. It's all about, executing and comboing. And your E is another ability we didn't really touch on, but pretty much when you hit the walls, it's going to expand. So when you're jungling, you actually don't want to be hitting the walls. It has a very big radius. So when you're jungling, the trick is to actually not hit the walls at all and to not show where they are. So here I E it in a line to avoid the walls. That's something you can practice. It's more for a high-low thing, but you just want to avoid it sometimes when you're jungling. You don't want the walls to kind of like expand so everyone knows, hey, Viego's actually on his blue, right? And the way it works is it expands as long as a wall touches another wall. So if I E here, it's just going to expand here, right? So it's really about if the walls kind of intertwine. So here I'm full clearing again, right? Like what I talked about, just full clear, right? There's literally nothing to do. And now Lilia is going to be full clear here. So Lilia is going to be here, and we're both going to be here. It's actually good for me because now I can actually kind of play around that. I want the kill here. I actually want the reset too. And yeah, very nicely done. Again, Lily could be here. But if I have Kraken Slayer, I'm really happy. I don't have Kraken Slayer, but honestly, I'm still pretty happy. So we're going to base there. And important thing about towers, as you can see, the towers... Oops, I bought an extra sword. You can go like pink ward here or just buy whatever. Towers, when you possess someone, it doesn't make you untargetable, right? Towers will shoot you. So you don't want to be taking souls under towers. It's really bad. Because if you're tower aggroing, unless there's minions tanking it, you're gonna... It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Don't do it. She could be... Because she didn't show bot side, I actually feel like she's just... It must be here, right? So I'm gonna see. She's not here, so I still think she's gonna be here. So I don't want to start it just yet. I want to go on her if I can. So here the fast comboing. And into a one shot. I mean, the press to attack, extra damage is just really, really, really broken. Lilia is a very delicate champion. A flower, if you will. Lilia, if she has no stacks, she's very weak. And your R always resets, so don't be afraid to just use it right before you're about to like shapeshift back into Viego. You might as well just press R one more time, right? It's a free reset. Every time you get a possession, when your R is up, it's always going to reset your R. But your initial R is always going to be on cooldown if you've already used it. I could base here by Kraken, but also I think it's just whatever. Here, like, same thing. I just don't want to hit the wall because it gives you like same effect. It lasts the same, pretty much the exact same time. There's no difference. The only difference when you hit wall is it expands and the movement speed in it. And also camouflage, it camouflages you. So a lot of times I use it when I'm going to go for a gank, right? Because I want to be faster and also want to be camouflaged. Here I can hit it to show you like what happens when you're jungling, like, right? You see how big it is, right? So if this Gragas he can see this, so that's a problem, right? That's what you kind of want to avoid. So here I'm already topside. This guy's trading very poorly. My E's down, but he has no mana. So how do we want to gank this situation? Always, if you can get behind them, it's good. And once you get behind them, start with W. If it misses, use your E as movement speed. Don't really need to take the reset. There I just E in a line, right? Because this is still giving me the effects of it, and I'm moving towards, you know, where he's going. There's no reason for it to hit the wall. I just have, it's sort of like my gap close. So also this game, enemy team, if we look at them, oh yeah, when you're going from base, always hit the wall and just ride it. It'll give you a pretty fast, you know, just faster timing. And whenever you reach here, you can just leave. Enemy team is really CC heavy, right? So we need Merc Treads. Usually it's armor boots or Merc Treads when you're playing Viego. And second item, sometimes it's usually Sunder Sky or Blade the Rune King. Because the enemy team is very squishy, I like to go Blade the Rune King here. So I'm going to show you guys the Blade build. There's a few more mechanics, but really there isn't really anything else that's really important for me to explain. I'm farming half my jungle. I farmed my top half the last time. So I'm going to farm my right half this time, right? Always kind of cycle between the two. Game is going really good now, and once you clear one side of it, this is where you start to play aggressive, right? Now I want to be looking for stuff, right? Now I want to see, okay, can I dive bot? Let me invade, see what camps are up. Okay, I see what camps are up. Let me drop a ward here just to see if Lilia re-enters. Okay, let's see. The wave is not here yet, so I can sneak into this area. Let me get a pink here. Let me get the Lux. I can chill as the Lux for a bit longer, but looks like it's over. Right, my goal is to break towers, right? You always want to, when you're strong like I am, you want to be in positions to kind of like die people, find other jungler, and then die people, and then get plays, right? If I'm getting Void Grubs, how do I want to utilize my Void Grubs? Do I just AFK farm for the rest of the game? No, I beat down towers like this. Because the Void Web, the advantage of the Grubbies is actually sort of like the damage you're able to kind of deal in these situations. Whether we get the tower or not, you can see simply auto attacking creates a lot of power for you. In fact, we can even say we can auto. Damn. I was trying to trap there in hopes of maybe getting the casting there, but the trap did not register in time, unfortunately. So here we're going to go Blade. If you want to go Blade, what components do we want? Well, Pickaxe and Vamp Scepter is usually the go-to. If you can afford Pickaxe, buy Pickaxe. If you can afford Vamp Scepter, get Vamp Scepter next. And I mean, overall, we're obviously feeling really greedy, but I'm super accelerated, super strong. We're getting Jack-up trade stacks. And now we're going to farm topside, and second rotation of Void Grubs are up. So I want the Grubbies. So I'm probably going to go play for it in a second. I'm just going to do one camp while I'm here. GG's not on it, so I'm like, okay. Sometimes you want to be fast. I just feel like no one's going to fight me here. They must be foolish to fight me here. Foolish. So here I'm going to keep autoing it. I'm going to keep making sure we kill. Blah, blah, blah. I have my girls around me, obviously. A prince needs his princesses. And from there, we just play the rest of the map as we are. I have W on her unless she flashes. That RN by him was ambitious. Beat him down, get the form. Just regen whatever. Usually when you possess someone, you just kind of want to use one rotation of their spells. One rotation, right? Use Q, E, W, and that's like usually good enough. I think Lilia might come here, so I'm gonna save my W. One rotation, and then you want to use your R to reset. It's always how you want to combos here. Just remember that. It'll save your life. If you're really good with champions, you can utilize that stuff more, but honestly, I think people overvalue how important it is to know the champion you're possessing. You can literally Ooga Booga when you possess someone, press Q, W, E, and that's perfectly okay. Like half the time, that's all you have to do. Sometimes you don't even have to use their spells realistically. It doesn't even matter that much. So don't get the wrong idea that Viego is all about knowing what champs you're possessing. You can... I actually cleared this already. Who am I doing? It's really not that important, so don't worry about possessing and like, oh geez, do I know how to Gragas abilities work? You do ideally want to use your QEW, and then you want to use the reset. It's like the ideal situation. I don't know about that dive, my man. I might actually RN. There's like no farm available on the map right now. A bit aggressive by me, but it is what it is. No way she walked out. Charm her. The ladies, they know how to impress me. Jeez Louise. Jesus. But I don't have my blades, I'm sad. Burner. Burn the non-believer. He's doing the circle loops. Oh god, nice. Oh, actually, get Blade now. Nice. Blade is a huge spike. I mean, your second item's always huge. Usually, I go like Blade or Sunder Sky. Blade is obviously much more damage oriented. This game we go more damage. And third item, really good. Wit's End is really OP. Usually it's Wit's End DD or DD after. That's like how you're gonna end up building. Let me see if I can save my darling. I think his Rift Walk is running out. He has 4 charges already. He might wait for it. Oh, he's dead now. This is why we always use the keybind target champs only, because you need to have it on. I didn't turn it on that time because I thought I wasn't gonna misclick, but I misclicked the tower. So target champs only is a setting in your key bindings that you can turn on. That I have on, that I usually press. When you see my mouse red, that means I can only right click champions, so I don't misclick towers. And I usually use it, but sometimes, you know, you don't use it. It's unfortunate because that would have been a clean double. I wouldn't even have to flash out. I would just been out. But you can see the damage of the blade spike with press attack with Kraken Slayer is huge. So don't underestimate yourself. Obviously, I'm playing too kill heavy. This is not how you want to, like, you don't want to be giving your bounties away. Like, dying back to back is really bad. So you don't want to be doing that. You really have to farm, right? Like, when you die, you just have to, like, you have to think about these cycles of death are really bad for you. You have to avoid them. You just have to avoid them. Whether you want to farm your Krugs as well, it's up to you. You don't have to farm Krugs. Like, you don't have to farm every single camp. You can look for something aggressive like here. Okay, damn it. All right, that was too much. That's too much. You're telling me I can't just face tank everything and still come out on top like a Giga Chad? Yes, you cannot do that. Unfortunately, you have to play a bit slower. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Play around the ladies. Inori's trolling a bit, but Inori needs to focus up. The Wit's End is going to be really good for us once we afford it. I think Aurelion should go, but it's okay. Farm is good. Objective control is relatively stable. Losing the Herald is not good, but it's not really like the end of the world anyways. I mean, team's fully behind. That's something we want to... We're just want to keep it going, pretty much. As a split, like, I'm able to split push extremely well too. So if there's someone in the side lane that I want to deal with, like, I can easily... If it's Cassidy in the side lane, once I got Wit's End, it's a very easy target for me to pick on. First, I'm gonna get the red though, just to kind of like have something extra here. I don't really want, like, I want to get waves. I would rather fight Cassidy in here if he's here. Cassidy, all I have to do is hit Qs and auto attack him and he's dead, so I don't have to worry too much. And here I'm going to keep tracking. I'm going to get the crab as well, of course. And then after crab, I'm going to clear out whatever wards they have. Seems like Cassidy is bot. Oh, he's dead. Now I'm going to keep winning. Like, we're just going to farm up here. This is like a farm window. Team's doing well. Ladies, well done. Ugh. And I'm just going to pretty much push and reset. Did I say reset? Actually, I said be as greedy as possible because I'm here to show you guys some beauty, some real fucking some real alpha gameplay, you know? That's stuff that you only hear about in the books. Yeah, in the books. Somehow my team is just absolutely destroying them over and over again, which is annoying because I kind of want to be part of the family. And I think they actually don't need me. No, that's one of the saddest things for me is when I see my team do well without me. Like these piece of shits. Did I give you permission to win? Hell no. Now they're overextending, and also I don't really have much desire to stay. Forcing... Viego's not the type that can force like really hard. Like, you don't want to be the one overextending. I feel like this is the problem I have too when I play him, is I always want to force it. You're not like the forcer, you're more of the counter play champion. Like, he's really good at coming in like later or after, or just like not the one initiating things too much. You can sometimes, but like you shouldn't really be forcing things that are really hard, you know what I mean? That's like my more like, you have to be very patient with Viego. That's like my big advice. I just need him to use E here. Let's see if he E's. Nice, he did. Did I really miss my R? I apologize for my misplays. You don't deserve to see me mess up like these fights. I was on a roll and now look at me. What have I done? I've sullied my good name. I apologize for that. I will make it up to all you guys. This next fight, I will obliterate them with you like no other. I completely am sorry for what you have to have seen. You don't deserve that. I will show you greatness here. Again, I was obviously forcing a lot. Second, Gragas like flashes, or not flashes, but he's out of range initially. I should just leave. But here I think I can clean up, so I'm going to focus up for this one. I might not be able to talk as much when I'm going Super Saiyan mode. Just bear with me. I don't have R reset, so I have to get my reset by killing someone fast. So what I'm going to do is just jump over. Hopefully there's a plant, which there should be. And then I'm just going to try to clean up here. I'm going to have to go for Kaylin here. Good enough, all right. No pentakill or anything crazy, but well, I killed an officer of the law. I mean, they had vision on me. Unfortunately, they're doing it pretty fast. So here I'm going to go back into farm mode. I'm actually extremely strong right now. I used flash, but that's kind of like necessary because she was able to know where I was. If I play around my teammates, though, it's obviously not going to be really fair. So I should play around my girls, so Seraphine and stuff. So as long as I have these two with me, it should be really good. We clear out vision. Make sure we clear out all wards. He's playing way too far up. Yeah, she had to flash. I think there was a Gragas up here too. Just want to make sure he's here. He's not here. I have R here. I need to reset. And R always the buffer. No! I almost had that. I needed another possession, but casting does hurt. We gotta play smart. He's dead. A lot of magic damage. In situations like this, do I stack AP? I'm not sure. Usually I would go DD here, but I'm literally taking all magic damage. Like I still would probably want Maw. Usually it would be like a DD Thunder Sky kind of game, but game is weird, right? Like they're pretty AP heavy, so I should just maximize my magic resist. My damage extremely high, as you can tell. And it's really important to just keep track of flashes, right? Flashes are really important. I could have possessed the cast in that last fight. It was my bad. I should have been faster with my click. There is a little delay before you can like possess people, but I should have been able to. We should force Baron, in my opinion. I might get a bind here. I have to get out of aggro. Actually, not bad. I didn't have to go so deep, but I went too deep for the Kassadin. That was a mistake there. We have Dragon coming up in 4, dude. Me on the towers doing the most damage is an issue. Avoid, avoid, avoid. After I took the Lux form, I should have just played to do Baron, in my opinion. That would have been the best play there. I need my Maw too. Maw should help. Think about these items that are active items on Viego. If you possess someone, you kind of lose your active, so you do have to remember that. It's a big thing. So your actives will, like if I have Sterix and I possess someone, you actually will lose the Sterix. I want 16 off this. But if I don't get 16, it's fine. We need to fight fast, guys. Oh my god, I just got... Oh, I just wanted that form. You see how much damage I can bring, though, to the table. Your boy Inori is a monster, but the Caitlyn trap is unfortunate. I should have just backed out. I was greedy. I was very greedy. You don't think Caitlyn should be blocking that? I think they should just fight, to be honest. Nard just has to go. We need Nard to go first. R Nar R. Good on you, buddy. I love you, Nar. You're my boy. But that R was terrible. I think there's a Castle in there. If they're not. Okay. Focused up. I want to do Dragon. Actually one-shot Dragon. I can one-shot Castle too, but I don't think he's here. I saw a TP, so I thought it was Cassidin. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it is Cassidin, but I can just one-shot this Dragon. It's not a big deal. My build, I mean, as you can see, any seconds in combat is just not fair. It's not fair. Yeah, you want a piece of that? You want a piece of the champ, huh? I don't think so. We're sieging, so I'm just gonna stay in this area. I mean, just my damage is insane, right? One shot or be one shot, but I'm actually stacking MR, so I'm actually not kind of in range or in threat of getting a one shot. Blade always helps a lot with lifesteal. You can always lifesteal up quite well. Personally, I think we should Baron now. Baron, this is always 2 inhibs into Baron is really good because now the inhibs are down. You're actually going to notice that they're going to have to start, you know, tanking minions and stuff. Lily could try to steal, but also, you know, she's literally a deer, so I'm not afraid. Not like she can flash in and steal against me. I'm too giga chat for that. way too big a like I would not, I just wouldn't allow that to happen, you know? That's like a big thing about me. Like I'm just not the type to allow that stuff to happen to me. What you see is what you get, you know? Like don't even bother questioning. You know, what can I say? You know, life is a roller coaster of life is a roller coaster. What can I say? Come on, Cassidy, you want one more wave? One more wave, Cassidy. I don't really have to base. We can actually play a little aggressive here. Good one shot. I'm gonna just pull all the waves so they have to deal with every wave coming in at once. I want casting. No, I was on a roll, man. I was on a roll. I think they end though. We have minions coming in. Yeah, you just have to be really, really aggressive and just play for one shots if you want to. My last item would have been like DD or Sunder Sky. But I hope you guys liked the video. That's my Viego jungle. Good luck on the game. Good luck on the climb. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time.